I'm here with a lot of cool people for the very first episode of
Squawk Talk!
Stick around. Nope, didn't mean it. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We are here with a very special person.
Roxanna Moore.
Yes, how are you, Roxanna?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good, and it's time for us to hear the scoop about Roxanna. Okay, Roxanna, you have been a student in the Rockwood School District your entire life.
I have, yeah. And what about it?
You want to go on about that? So as an infant, you were not.
No, I started when I was 5 years old.
5 years old.
I was
All
not,
right.
I was in preschool, and it was terrible, and I hated everyone there.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Hatred in infants.
Yes.
Nice to know. All right.
Well,
All
I
right.
was like 2, but still.
All right. In your family, you are the
I'm the youngest.
youngest, and you have all sisters. No.
No, I have 3 older brothers. And
Yes.
it-
And what's that like?
Most of the time, one of them stays in their room all the time or goes to work.
Right.
The other 2 share a room. They're both the same age, but they're like best friends. So anytime one of them is gonna like they'll team up together and mess with me, and it's annoying because we'll end up starting a fight.
Brothers
Yeah.
messing with their sister? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but those 2 are technically stepbrothers, and they're like best friends too. So even if one of them's wrong, they'll both go off of each other, what each other say, and it is so annoying.
I bet it is.
And it's frustrating too because you know that they're wrong, but you're like,
But they
can't
work
say
together
anything.
to pretend that they're right.
Yeah, and then my dad will be like, no, stop yelling. And I'm like, I can't.
I could see you yelling. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
All right. So tell me about. I think I knew about this horseback riding.
I started when I was maybe in 3rd grade, and I just stopped recently to try basketball. And then when I first started, was just trying to like working up my skill, and then I just went into barrels, and then went into jumping. But
So,
then
like,
I had
you
to
can
switch
do-
barns.
You can do like all of it.
Most of it, yeah, but dressage is a lot harder than it looks.
Okay, what's that?
It's like fancy horseback riding. They just like
Oh, so you
It's
just
fancy.
do like the lame rude.
yeah, it's
crude. No.
fancy, and then it's like a bunch of
Is that how
patterns.
they walk specifically too?
Yeah, it
Yes.
depends on like they walk, and then some of them will like do tricks or something, and then like it's a bunch of patterns, and it's a lot harder. than
And
it
really
looks.
difficult.
It's
Yeah,
a lot harder than it looks.
I bet it is.
And
And
I'm
it
like,
looks like it's
I
super difficult.
I hated doing dressage.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like it. But the horses were so sweet. Most of them. I mean, some of them will bite you.
That sounds so sweet.
Yeah, one of them, this was my first day at my new barn for jumping. I leaned down to do their hoof. He bites me in the butt.
Oh my
It was like not just little.
So a
like,
horsey butt bite.
It was not
Can't say
like
that
a
I.
little pinch. It was like a full bite, and my butt was
Ow.
bruised for like a week, and it was not fun.
So beware of the hiney horse.
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right, and you enjoy playing basketball, but this is primarily with your brothers.
Yeah, 2 of them. Well, one of them is did freshman basketball.
Oh, cool.
The other one tried but failed, and then the other one just doesn't do sports at all.
Gotcha. And I'm not sure, but I think you like doing tech things with the plays.
You think?
I
No.
think so. I think,
I think so. Yeah.
and we'll get into that a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna have to have you spill dun 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 dun. Yes,
Not
we
the
are.
picture. No.
About a few things. So we're going to our photos right now,
Oh,
and
no,
let's see
no,
what our
no.
first one is. Oh, there's nothing bad about that one. That's cute.
That is my dog Coda.
Oh wait, that's not one of your brothers.
No.
No,
I mean, it
okay.
kinda looks like
Because I
him.
thought he looked really cute in his little outfit, and I thought, oh,
That is actually my dog Coda in one of my tank tops that didn't fit me anymore, and my stepmom put it on him, and he was just looking at her like, "Take it off of me now."
so do most of your old clothes go to your dog?
No, I don't know why she did that, but we take it off. He grabs it off the couch and runs back to her with it. And she's like, "Oh, he wants it back on him." puts it back on the dog, and we're all like, he doesn't like
Doesn't
that.
want that at all.
And
Right.
it was like, and she's like, no, he loves it. Look at his face. I'm like, that is not a happy dog.
Okay, we have another one you got to spill about.
The tire. That's my friend Vivian.
Wait, your friend's a tire?
No, the person.
The person in the picture.
Yes,
I was
the person in the
okay. All right.
the tire in the picture. She lives right down the street from me, and that was the day we were at the track, the school track, and we found a tire by the bleachers a couple times. Like, we go there a lot. We found a tire by the bleachers a couple times. Well, the first time we saw it, we were rollerblading, so we were rollerblading it around the track.
Yeah.
And then the next time we came back and we put it on that little wood chunk by that exercise spot, that small wood chunk. We had to put it up there, and it wouldn't stay. It was so windy, but we got a couple pictures with it, and then we ended up moving it to the bleachers, and it sat there for like a week, and then we came back, and it was back by the bleachers, not on them. That was really
interesting. Interesting. And we have, I believe, one more picture here. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that's a group of weirdos there.
It is. That is me, JJ, and Vinny in our Usher vest on the first night of the musical.
Woo woo! And what was that musical called? I forgot.
Help, I'm Trapped.
And it was epic, and you guys were a huge part of that.
Good. And we were doing tickets, so we had those on, and it was so hot backstage with those on.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't take them off.
Because they were cool.
They were cool.
All
That's probably why. And they was so hot backstage.
It always is, yeah.
And we sat there the entire time doing so many jobs. We were on tickets too, and it was bad.
Right, yeah, you guys were. All right, we have some more scoop that I overlooked that I want to go back to. Tell me, your favorite type of movie is
action.
Action. But now my favorite part here. But if you were in an action movie, you would be
the villain.
The villain. Uh-huh.
I like.
I'm learning so much. Why do you like the villain?
Because in the beginning they have so much potential to like switch, and you can see some of their backstory of how they why they are who they are, and like they have so much character development in a lot of films, like the Marvel movies, Bucky and Loki. Bucky starts out as just a normal guy, and then he switches to a villain, and then back. So you can see how that happened.
Right.
And then
that's interesting.
And then you can see like his backstory and how it happened. And then on the other one, Loki, you could see he started out as just a normal kid. I mean, he looks 1,000 years old still. And then you can see he turns into a villain as he grows up, and it's because of his dad. And it changes throughout. And then at the end, like right before he dies, he becomes a hero again.
Right. Very cool. Very cool.
But
I'm going to make sure. I have some questions coming up I don't want to miss, but I think I'm going to save this one for the end. You like to nap? Is this true? If you could do any extra hour of the day, you would take a nap. And if I can interject, it would be because you work hard.
I do.
You go for it.
I don't get a lot of free time because with my brother's sports, and I usually have to watch the dogs.
That's right. I've seen you after school. Yeah.
I'm always doing something. So with that hour of time, I would sleep. At night, I don't, sometimes I just don't sleep. So I'm tired from school. So I'd sleep if I had an hour.
You sleep.
I fell asleep on the couch the other day.
I can totally understand that. Okay. If you had a warning label, it would be does stupid things daily. I could not disagree anymore. Is there a reason? Is there anything that made you think that?
Well, because I do. The other day, the last 3 times, we have broken some part of the school, or almost broken some part of the school. But all of them were on accident.
All right, now, is this a confession? We have this recorded. No. I'm fairly certain this will hold up in a court of law.
I'm pretty sure one of the things are known about. I don't know about the rest.
Okay.
There's one.
But now we can do the research and find out for sure.
Well, one isn't very. Well, neither of them are very visible. But one you can tell if you really looked at it, and then one you just cannot see unless you were told about it. Because
see.
me, one of my friends, Adrianna, she was walking down the hall. She kicks her shoe off. The shoelace gets stuck around. The shoelace gets stuck around the sprinkler system. That sprinkler
my
there
gosh.
by the exit, by his room, and it got stuck there. We got it down without somehow setting off the sprinkler system.
Or you could have just asked for help, but we're not
We
going to go
got
into
it
that as I
down.
get a migraine.
We got it down.
All right. So next up, one of the most important parts of the entire show. Spin to see what game we play.
I don't know.
All right, let's do this. Go ahead, hit it. Let's see what we're gonna spin. Just hit right in the middle.
Spin.
It's spinning.
got it.
It's spinning. There's certain things she wants, certain things she doesn't.
Bubbles!
Oh, she got bubbles.
I got
All right, pull up the bubbles. I get a bubble, you get a bubble. All right, we got two bubbles here. We're gonna bubble and see. Oh, I don't know where they are. Oh, you got it? Okay, I don't have it again. You gotta pick it up again. All right, hand it. All right, I got it this time. All right, let's blow some bubbles.
Woo!
Blowing bubbles. Where are you going?
I don't know. I had to move something.
Okay, I don't know how to open this. Am I gonna have to use my teeth?
Oh, I got it. Oh,
I used my teeth. Luckily, I didn't taste anything.
Mine's broken.
Yours is broken. It's not. All right, you gotta use this one. You blow some back.
Ooh.
No, not the ones in the air. Here you go. Here, just use that one.
I got one.
I don't want to use another one. We need it for another show.
Doesn't matter.
How do I deal with this? How do I even? All right. Oh my gosh! I think you just spit on me. Those are some
I
nice
know.
bubbles. Blow right at the. See the green on the camera? Yeah. Yay, bubbles. Okay, bubbling with Roxanna is fun. Okay, I'm just gonna say she's awesome. Okay, the crew would like to play with bubbles now. Okay.
Here you go. Wait, I don't know what the other one is. Here.
Okay,
Here, go.
so now we're gonna get into something really cool.
What is it this time?
Don't forget this show. You can learn about it on that one website.
D-R-M-A.com.
Oh yeah. So right now we have to talk about the stage. All right. So you have been a part of the Falcon Players. It seems like for as long as I can remember now, but you're only a 7th grader. Holy cow! I get to another year. I'm so excited. All right. So talk to me about your tech history, please.
I was in the Unspeakable Show. It was Horror Haiku Done It. It was so bad. I'm sorry, but it was
Wasn't
so bad.
It was
a
magical
train
in
wreck.
many ways.
It was a train wreck.
It definitely had some train wrecks, but it was also fun.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories came from that play, but it was a terrible show because it was like
it didn't go the way we wanted it to.
It was the first show back from COVID. We had and then that first night we all shut down, and we had to all quarantine unless you're like vaccinated. And then so we quarantined. A month later we did the last 2 nights, so we had a lot more practice. It was better, but like I said, one of my favorite memories are from that show.
All right,
and
want to share that memory?
So
let's hear this. I want to hear this.
So, backstage, there was this one.
That was my next question too.
The Bigfoot one. One of our people had to be off the stage and back on in one scene, and so we had and he had to change costumes. Like he had to get into this full Bigfoot outfit. So me and a couple other people were like, okay, we got it. He doesn't even have to get off the stage, like off of the behind the curtains. So he didn't even go on the ramp. He just got into it, put his gloves on, put his feet on. We're all like, do you need the feet? Are we using the feet today? So we didn't get the feet because we never used them before. So I ran back to props, grabbed the feet, and before he came out, we were all ready. Put his legs in, put his arms in. I had his feet in his hands and his head, and so Adam was in and out, and he had like 30 seconds, he had like 15 seconds before he had to go back on the stage.
And you got it perfect.
And we did.
Oh my gosh, the cool thing is, a lot of the best memories are things that totally went wrong.
But that didn't go wrong.
Right? The things that go right feel great.
The first night, he actually put on half of his costume backwards. Like the bottom part was fine, but the front part was backwards. I
That
don't
is
know how he
funny.
did that, but he
All right.
did.
So in the survey, not to cut you off, but in the
Yeah.
survey, you mentioned something about lacrosse sticks.
Oh no, I forgot I did that.
Well, but
Oh.
I know that's a favorite memory of yours.
I'm sorry, Vinny, but I had to tell him it was one of my favorite memories. The first night of horror hike, me, Vinny, and then one other person. I don't remember who it was. We were backstage. We were really bored because nobody else was there. This was like 3 hours before the show. So we were backstage. There were these rolling office chairs, and we found lacrosse sticks in the props closet.
Yeah.
And so we were like, and Vinny was like, you know what? We should joust with this. So
it's all Vinny's fault.
I agreed to it, yes, but but we get on the office chairs. We're like sitting on it backwards, like the front was in the like you do, like you do it all the time.
Lacrosse battle in chairs.
Yes. And so the chairs were the horse, and the lacrosse sticks were the whatever they use. I don't know what they're called. The lacrosse sticks were the jousting poles. So the other person was pushing me. Vinny was like just using his feet, scooting across the backstage. This was in that little hallway that's barely wide enough for 3 people. we got, and I won. I knocked Vinny right off of his chair. Oh
my gosh! So it wasn't just playing; it was a full-on joust.
It was a full-on joust. I won, but he won't admit that. It was
okay, but he won't admit that. So
he will not.
So besides the insanity and those great moments, overall, in general, what do you like most about tech?
I like being able to use like those power tools and like building stuff, I guess, and like with the wiring, most of the lanterns, like the tiki totems. Me and Bianca built most of that.
Right.
Actually, I wired all of them by myself pretty much. I mean, I had help taping them down. But pretty much that was just me and Bianca building almost that entire set for that. And it turned out great. Except for like some of it was like we could like work together and we figured it out.
Yeah.
And some of the pieces were like we had to find something. It was just fun to build stuff.
That is awesome. And people can see pictures of that of the show itself on www.d-r-a-m-a.com. Okay, so we are done talking about the Falcon players. We have talked about just about everything. So except the last thing, which we are calling survey. So before we started, Roxanna took a survey, and these are some of the things I picked out of that. Fictional place that you would like to visit. I don't even try to pronounce this. Do you remember?
The MCU. Wait, what? Where is it? Asgard.
So what is that? There's bubbles.
Asgard is this fictional place in the MCU.
And the MCU is, I'm ignorant of this.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh!
So, Asgard is where Thor and Loki live.
The MCU.
As Loki and Thor lived, and it's just a beautiful place, but I wouldn't want to visit now because it's all on fire.
Oh, I hate when my favorite places are on fire.
And so now you can't. It's like it's a completely made up place, and there's this entire civilization that is there, and they think of the rest of the planets or the universe as the 9 realms, and Midgard is actually Earth.
Wow. A lot of that made no sense to me, but it does sound awesome.
I have way too much knowledge on this.
All right. So I think you put down that if you could have lunch with anybody, you would have with Peter Parker. And my thing is, what would you ask Peter Parker? That's what I want to know.
Oh
no. Time's running out because he's ordering dessert. He's gonna be leaving soon.
I don't know.
Think about it. We'll come back to it.
What would I ask?
I really liked. Okay, this is one thing I thought was cool, and a couple people said this. I put down, would you rather talk or text? And you were one of the people that said you would rather talk, and I just like that because the world is changing. I'm not somebody who is very specific and says, you know what, The world is changing. It's horrible. I like the technology, but I do like talking to people like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool. What do you think?
I just would rather talk on the phone than text and spend my time texting. And it's much easier to talk than to spell.
So
I cannot spell
it's
to save
really
my
a
life.
spelling issue.
Yes.
All right, and
I
then
cannot spell to save my life.
this one I totally related to. You said you are a messy person. Is this true? Yes, and I think that I can totally relate, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, you had us organize your entire room.
Pretty much. But I've done a lot. I've got more to show
Yeah,
you that
you
I've
did.
done. All right.
You did.
There's one part you were just absolutely wrong in your survey.
What?
I want to. Oh, you were wrong.
How was I wrong?
Okay, so I asked which is better.
Ow.
Don't hurt yourself. Which is better, cake or pie?
Cake.
And she
I
said
hate pie.
so
Cake.
again. Completely wrong. So I'm
No.
sorry. But all right, wait.
Oh
I'm going to allow you to redeem yourself. Here is the option.
my
Would
God.
you prefer pancakes,
Waffles?
waffles, or French toast?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say you were wrong again, but maybe not.
Oh no.
So you like the waffles better than pancakes because the little ruts allow you to put stuff in.
I would say, okay, waffles over pancakes, French toast over waffles.
Right there. I'm kind of a balance on the pancake waffles. They're all freaking awesome, right? But you add egg into that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so the last thing, and I think this is what I was going to say from the first page. I think I did write it on both. I want to double check because I don't want to forget all the cool ones. Yeah, because we did your warning label and everything. Fell off your bed? You fell off your bed?
No.
I want to hear about this.
What was that question?
I don't know. You
Like,
fell
what
off
was
your
the
bed.
question? What was the question? Like
A silly family story, maybe, or I don't know. It just fell off the bed.
Well, what does your note say?
It says fell off the bed. I'm gonna
Oh.
show. Let's show.
What
I
was-
have these very well organized,
What does
and
it
what I
say?
have here is fell off the bed. So we shit. Sit forward. She is about to fall off the couch. So I think at
I've
that
fallen off
point
this couch
we need to
before.
wrap this up.
I have fallen
All
off
right,
the
one
couch.
last thing. What do you think about ensemble? What is ensemble? Why do you enjoy ensemble of the Falcon players?
How I would describe it, that word is not allowed. So I will use.
We say you can't say family, although you can because it's like a family. And somebody put on theirs, it's like a family that gets along better.
It is.
Than a real
It
family.
is.
But we see you can't say family
It
because we say it's the F word. But that's just a little joke because I feel it. It's like I have a family of students and friends that I would have not had if it weren't for those. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm taking over. You tell me why you like it.
I because it's a way to get out of the house. I usually only go to my brother's like sports games or like around my neighborhood.
Right.
And like it's just a way to get out of the house. And I don't know about you, but I get sick of my family. And it's a second family.
Right.
It's a family away from. So it's
And
a home away from home.
we do spend a ton of time together, but not as much as our own family. So
We
yeah,
do.
it doesn't
We
get it
spend
quite as time.
So much time together. It is insane.
And we have a job to do too. There's no downtime.
Mm-mm. I mean,
There's some
time.
downtime jousting with lacrosse. By the way, I will bring up the lacrosse sticks came from another play I wrote, which I don't know what I'm going to do next, but it's called the Gainesville Gazette Calamity Sensation. Super fun. So maybe we'll end with that, and then you guys could say you've done all of Schneider's plays. Not all, but I could do the black box one too.
You could bring Vinny back, and
That
that
would
could
be
be our closing
wild.
scene, and then just us jousting.
Just jousting. That
That
would
would be
cool.
our-
There
our
was
closing
no
scene.
jousting in that, although there were exploding stink bombs.
There should be some jousting.
So let's say goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining, and this has been a production of